bad night again at the office for Manchester City. They drew 3-3 with Feyenoord after leading 3-0 in the 75th minute. What on earth is going on at that football club? They've been one of the best clubs that we've ever seen in the Premier League. And the wheels, as Cundy said, have well and truly come
tonight,
off.
I think you can say it. I think tonight you can say it. 15 minutes to go against Feyenoord at home. Feyenoord. Not against Liverpool, not against Arsenal, not against Feyenoord. And to draw that game, sorry, tonight, if any City fan out there listening to this didn't think the alarm bells are ringing, tonight, it's all gone off.
All right, let's go to Kieran. He's a Man City fan. All right, Kieran?
Good evening, guys. You okay?
I'm all right, Kieran. It's good to have some Man City fans on at the moment, you know, because we've always poaches when things are going great. But, I mean, this is a bad time at the moment. What is going on?
Yeah, I've just come back from the game, obviously listening to the previous callers and a couple of City fans that have been on. You're mentioning wheels are off, and we've had what's going on at the moment is unheard of as City fans. Obviously, we've lived the dream, as you say, over the past number of years, but it's a very bad patch. And tonight, obviously, you couldn't have wrote that to be 3-0 up against. And no respect to Feyenoord, they're a bang average Champions League side. They are, and there's no excuses for what's happened tonight. Obviously, the Spurs defeat of the weekend, but I think to say the wheels have come off, in my opinion, is a bit steep. Now, this City team have won 4 on the trot. They've done things that no team ever done before. Eventually, it was going to, as the other guy just said, eventually it was going to be a slip up, and obviously this has gone on a little bit too long now. Obviously, it's a bit of a concern, but you can't expect City to win 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row. Eventually, it was always going to be, and unfortunately, City fans, we don't want to see it, but eventually it's going to be a time where things don't go right. You mentioned the Champions League table, and City are 14th, 15th. Real Madrid are 21st in the Champions League at the moment. They're below us by 2 points. They get beat at Anfield tomorrow. They're in big trouble themselves. They're second in their league at the minute. So they're actually on par with City. Yeah, we've lost a few more games, but in terms of the league and the Champions League, we're actually above them in the Champions League, and we're in the same position as them in the Premier League. So, in the league tables. So, are they going through a crisis as well?
Who cares? Who cares?
I mean,
who cares, Kieran?
They're in Spain.
Who cares?
I care because you just mentioned...
No, who cares, Kieran?
No, but Ancelotti's been talking about getting a sack anyway, so what's it got to do with Real Madrid?
No, my point is, you've at the previous call then, you threw at him that City were 14th in the Champions League. It's a big disaster. We're above Juventus, Real Madrid and PSG. It's not as big as a disaster as what you think in the Champions League. It's a long way to go in the Champions
you've conceded 17 goals in 6 games, Kieran.
Right.
What do you mean, right? What do you mean, right? Don't just write me. Don't phone up and defend your team. Answer that.
Answer it, or do you want me to answer?
Answer it. 17 goals in 6 games.
Yeah, it's not good enough. It's like, I completely agree. I said, did you not listen to what I said? I said it's not good enough. I said the form running is poor.
Wheels are off, Kieran.
Tonight is an embarrassment. You can't.
Wheels are off.
But what does that mean in your book? What does wheels are off mean?
Right. Okay.
Is it the end? Is it a disaster?
No. What I'm saying is, right now you're rudderless. The wheels are off. Right. You're going down a motorway. The brakes have gone. You've got the wheels are off, and you can't stop what's happening. There's no control over this juggernaut that's going downhill, and there's no control over what's happening. Wheels have come off.
I'd agree with you if we were 12th in the Premier League. We're second. We're above everyone else. Liverpool, okay, at the minute, of course they've got the advantage of the top side.
Last six games, you're in the relegation zone.
We're second,
no, last 6 games.
Six games? Does that matter over a course of a season? Does that matter?
Look, Kieran, I ask you this then, right?
Go on.
You're saying it's not a crisis. What is it?
It's a bad run of form. It's an awful run of form. And for Man City...
Come on, mate. You say a bad run of form, you lose a couple, or you have a bit of inconsistency. It's Man City we're talking about here. Come on.
What about Chelsea's run of form last season?
What about?
You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is City going through a bad run. Can that
it's more than that, though, Keir. Come on, mate. A couple of results, fair enough. A draw, and you don't...
happen?
Well, not Manchester City. It's never happened before.
So you expect City to win 5 on the spin? The part I'm trying to make is, right, and I agree with you, it's gone on longer than expected. No one could have predicted City would drop points tonight and lose, 5, 6 on the spin. I agree, it's gone on longer than expected. But the fact of the matter is, this City team have set the standards so high. They've won everything that can be won. They've done trebles, centurions, everything that can be won. They broke record after record after record. The point I'm trying to make is, and I agree with you, it's gone on longer than expected. I completely agree. Tonight it was a capitulation. It was an absolute embarrassment. I was at the game. You can't write that. It felt like a defeat, although it wasn't. And I agree with that point of view. The point I'm trying to make is, this City team have set the standards so high, and at the moment, because it's Manchester City, it's a big disaster. The season's not over. We're still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Champions League.
No
We're
one's
still in the
saying the
Premier League.
season's over.
We go to Anfield on Sunday and win. And by the way, I don't think that'll happen. But let's say it does. You can't say it's impossible. Yeah. We go to Anfield and win on Sunday. Yeah. We're back in the title race. Right back in there.
Couple of wheels back on. No, but you can't argue. Last 6 games, 17 goals conceded.
Quick fit they are in if they win at the weekend.
I'm not arguing that. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you with that. That's a really.
By the way, I hope we do win there.
It's embarrassing. No, do you know what? The goals conceded is a concern. You know, Guardiola. I'm a big fan of Guardiola. The last couple of games, he's looked really off it for me, which is a concern. I felt for the lad.
Ederson. Ederson. I'm a huge fan of Ederson, but what is he doing at the moment?
Edison's got that in him, unfortunately. I mean, I'll tell you, he's a fantastic backup goalkeeper, as he's proven time and time again, but doesn't seem to get as much game time as he'd like. Hence why he's potentially going to leave, but. Tonight, although we've not lost the game, I mean, it's a loss, isn't it? You can't condone. I mean, like I said, I have no respect to Feyenoord. You know, they've had a great day out, haven't they? It's an amazing night for them. For us, it's just a huge embarrassment. And we've got 2 tough games to come in the Champions League, you know, PSG and Juventus, albeit 2 sides that are not in great form themselves. But if we go there and potentially slip up there, which could mean we're in trouble, and then we're out the Champions League. There's no dropping into the Europa League or anything.
Crazy.
Out, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, there are some big teams struggling, that's for sure. Keir, thanks for your call.
Good call, Kieran.
Yeah, let's go to Mark. He's a Man City fan. He's at the game. All right, Mark?
Hey, mate, you okay?
Mark, I mean, look, obviously, Man City fans are finally phoning us up because it's all going wrong. What do you think's happened?
Oh, mate, this is like nostalgia, mate. I love it. Going back to the day in the 90s, mate, this is fantastic. I've missed it.
What do you mean?
We rubbish, mate. No, I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking. I'm just disappointed, mate. Disappointed, gutted. But, mate, we can't win every league every season, can we? 4 on the bounce. We can't win 5 on the bounce. The team's at the level now. These players need to be replaced. Walker, Gundogan, I don't know why he's came back, to be honest, mate. He's not got the legs.
You got him on a free, that's why.
Stuff. Hey, mate.
You got him on a free, so it made sense.
Yeah, but he's plugging a gap, mate. We've not evolved now. Ferguson, I hate saying it name, but Pep used to do it. We had the capabilities to change the team season on season, make it stronger. But we've not this season, mate. But, mate, we're still second. And you've got Jason Cundy there laughing and joking about, oh, yeah, City legs to fall off. We're still above Chelsea. They've spent about $5 billion the past year. And he's getting excited because City have lost 5 games.
See, here's the whataboutery, right? The whataboutery.
He's right. Forget
the whataboutery, right? Forget what Chelsea have done. I've had to put up with all sorts over the last 2.5 years. Don't worry about that. But right now, Chelsea are in a better place than City are right now this season. Right now.
Yeah. You bought some of our City academy players. Well done, mate. You spent a few billion on that. But mate,
they're getting your team now. They'll get in your team.
No other team's allowed to have a.
Tell you what, you could do with Delap and Palmer on your team.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Look, but nobody's allowed to have a bit of bad form apart from Man City, are they?
Look, Mark, listen, all right? I know you're upset. I can feel it and hear it. I've been there.
How can I be upset, mate? We've won the treble. We've got 4 on the bounce. I'm expecting a bad season.
No, you weren't.
I cannot be disappointed.
Honestly, Mark, listen. You were expecting this, were you?
Mate, you could. I was, mate.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. What are you expecting that we? Because you've got a crystal ball.
You can dangle that fishing rod as much as you want.
No. I'm just asking you because obviously you know the future. What are you expecting against Liverpool at the weekend? Because you seem to know so much.
I reckon we're going to get beat 3 or 4-0, mate.
Oh, well, if you get... I mean, look, come on. If you get beat in a weekend 3 or 4-0, I mean, come on. You can't sit here and say that the wheels ain't well and truly gone.
Then the wheels are off. Honestly,
come on.
There's bolts everywhere.
Come on, mate. You listen, I can understand. I hit... Mark, let me say this. Mark.
What? Go on. What? Marky Mark, go on.
You're talking all the time on the radio. Can I have a say?
Go on.
Right? This season, mate, I expected nothing. This is like Pep's first season where all the players are coming to the end of the tether. He's going to reintroduce he signed a 2-year contract. Next season, City will be back. This season, he can write it off. Next season, we will be back.
I'm right off any season, mate. I'm sorry, Mark. I can't take that seriously.
I don't want to take him seriously.
I love that when all of a sudden, like, Man City fans are giving, we'll just write this season off. Yeah, we always thought this was going to happen.
I think it's
what are you talking about? It's garbage.
Start of the season. If you spoke to me start of the season, you would have heard what I said.
We didn't phone us up at the start of the season, did you, Mark? You're phoning us up now.
What did you say?
Because I couldn't get on at the start of the season.
Hold on. Mark, who's giggling in the background? Who's she? Get her on. Who's she?
There's a gang of them back here, mate.
Who is she?
There's a gang of them back here, mate. There's a gang of them back here.
I want the giggling girl. Who's the giggling girl? Get the giggling girl on.
Today. What's your name?
Friday.
What's your name?
What's her name?
Friday.
Friday? What are you doing out? It's only Tuesday.
Friday.
No, seriously, who is she, Mark?
I don't know, just met her tonight.
What do you mean you don't know? You can't
Met her tonight?
My wife's listening, you can't be saying that things on the radio, mate.
How come you were in the back of a cab with a girl called Friday?
No.
Let me speak to Friday.
Next to her.
Let me speak to Friday.
Go on, Friday.
Friday?
Don't ask me.
All right, Friday. What's going to happen on Sunday?
Well, if it's against Liverpool, I think we'll probably lose.
Honestly, this is an absolute wind-up.
All right, listen, Mark. See you later.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.